Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy, what day is it? Wednesday. It's been a long week. I haven't been on YouTube for nearly 7 days, which is crazy. So we are back today with another apartment in San Myshuno. This is 18 Culpepper house. You guys know I love the Culpeppers, and today we're working on an apartment for two parents, a teenage girl and a toddler little boy. So I kind of thought that we'd have a bit of a storyline behind this one of the eldest daughter kind of being the parents' like pride and joy. Everything was all about her, and then little brother came along and she's not very pleased about it. So we are living in quite a small apartment, but I did manage to get 3 bedrooms in here somehow. Not really sure how, but there we are. So we do have a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, which is quite a bit of a tight squeeze, but there we are. So yes, we are working on the lounge area at the moment. The lounge, the living space and the dining area all in one, so you know it's a little bit small, but it's fine. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a good week so far. I can't believe it's Wednesday already and I'm only now just starting to make content again, but it was Easter for myself and I hope you all had a nice Easter, and if you don't celebrate I hope you just had a good weekend. And yeah, so we are currently working on the kitchen. We use a lot of parenthood in this kitchen. I try to make it feel a lot more cluttered than I usually do, because sometimes I don't do it too cluttered because I don't know, I just either can't remember which items I do have in the game. But I did actually filter by Home Chef Hustle and the Cool Kitchen stuff pack, so I did have quite a lot of items that I could incorporate into this kitchen, and it was a decent size considering it's quite a small apartment. I think this specific apartment has the historical lot trait, which is kind of frustrating because you can't delete it, but you know, it's fine. It's better than 19 Culpepper house, which has the TLC, which I kind of find very frustrating because we then have mice or rats or whatever they are, and it's not great. So you know, could be worse. But I thought this apartment was really cute. I think it's really nice to have a lot of stuff going on sometimes, especially in smaller places. It kind of makes it feel more realistic, more lived in. So that's what we're doing for today. So I did use quite a lot of parenthood in this room, including the counters, the what they called, the cabinets and the sofa. I used cats and dogs for the TV stand. I don't know where the TV's from, and I used Growing Together for the what's it called? The middle table, whatever it's called. I did try and use the parenthood one, but as you can tell, every time I stopped it went back and it kept going at that angle, so I just gave up in the end. Kind of like the lounge middle table, you know, whatever they're called, I can't think. So I did end up going with the Growing Together one, which turned out fine. I do really like the space. I think it's a nice shape. I did end up putting the dining room table on the other wall, which was kind of unusual, but there we are, it still worked. And yeah, I did use quite a lot of base game in this apartment as well, which is quite nice for a change. I did use some cottage living for the chairs and Dream Home Decorator for the table. And like I said, quite a lot of base game as well, just to kind of incorporate some of the basics. I used Vintage Glamour, I think, for the curtains. So, you know, it's a bit of everything today. I tried to make it feel very, like, kid-friendly, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to include, because usually I have quite a lot of children, whereas this time it was just one toddler, so it's a little bit different than my usual. Usually I have lots of kiddos, as you guys know, but today it was a little bit less, so I thought we'd start off with a little bit different for today, and then we'd incorporate more kiddos tomorrow. So yeah, we do have a teenage girl who lives here, but like I said, I kind of feel like she's a little bit jealous of her brother, so the room is kind of dedicated towards his stuff. There's a lot of toys, there's a lot of stuff going on. Also guys, completely off topic, that little octopus in the bottom corner, I am learning to crochet and I will be coming out with some merch. The little octopus I'm in the process of making, but a purple one at the moment, so they will be on my Etsy store soon, so stay tuned for that. Let me know what you guys would like me to make out of some stuff. I'm probably going to make a lot of the nifty knitting stuff, we shall see. And yeah, I'm looking forward for you guys to be able to have some more Sims merch in your possession, because it's always good. And yeah, so that is all of the living space complete, and then we moved on to the parents' bedroom. So I did want to keep this room very simplistic. I didn't want to add too much clutter to this room because I knew that the daughter's room would be quite hectic with stuff, so I tried to keep this room quite simple and plain. I didn't want to add too much to it, so we do have quite a minimal space. We do use Modern Luxe kit. I can't remember where that bed's from, maybe for rent. Does it come for rent? Cats and dogs, cupboard, Growing Together, I think, or was it, I don't know where the mirror's from, can't remember. And the wardrobe is just a free download, I think, so there we are. I apologise for any background sound, but I have a lot of stuff that I have to do today, so we are now just getting around to the voiceover, so it is what it is. So I did end up putting in a bookcase in the corner because we didn't have one in the main space, and we don't have a computer, so I did end up giving the daughter one because, you know, we need some sort of computer here, because obviously we don't want to have nothing in this apartment because we need to use one at some point. So yeah, I am now just finishing off in the parents' room. Like I said, I kept it quite simplistic. I did kind of go for like a bluey green theme with quite a lot of greenery as well, which is quite nice. And then we moved on to the bathroom, which as usual is quite simple. I don't tend to do too much in my bathrooms, they're quite the same, but you know, it's still pretty, it still worked. It's quite a small bathroom though, it's only like a 3x2, so you know, as they get older it's going to be quite frustrating for all of them to kind of share a room, a bathroom. We've got 4 people living here, so it is what it is, it's fine. And then we kind of just added some clutter to the bathroom. I didn't add too much because it is quite a small space and still want it to be functional, so it's fine, it will do. And then we moved on to the eldest daughter's room, the only daughter, I don't know why I said eldest. This is a teenage girl's room. Now I did play around a little bit with her room. I did include a bed, which I do believe is from, oh, I'm not going to remember now, am I? I can't remember where the bed's from. Possibly, I was going to say Dream Home Decorator, but I don't think it is. I can't remember. Anyway, so I did include a one of those sofas that kind of like pull out from Dream Home Decorator to kind of make a headboard, because I wanted something a little bit different for her room. I didn't want to have the generic yellow and black pillows because I didn't think it really matched with her very simplistic pink and white theme she had going on, so I did include those. So I'm going to play test it before I upload it, but hopefully it'll be functional. And yeah, so I didn't really know how to lay out her room at first because I knew I wanted to have a computer in here, and I thought maybe she could be a gamer girl at some point in her life, you never know. So I did include a computer as well, which I thought was quite nice. I did change her room around quite a little bit because I wasn't sure how to lay it all out, like I just said. But I knew I wanted to have all of the stuff in here, just not really sure what order, so we eventually got there in the end. It was a bit fiddly to kind of fit this headboard section in that hopefully works. And yeah, I do think it turned out really nice. Once I got to this point, then I kind of just ran with it and could add more clutter to make it feel more realistic, but before that it was quite difficult because I didn't know how I wanted the space to look, and you know how it is. But I did include this rug, which is from Get Famous, which I don't usually use, but I thought it kind of blended the room in nicely together with like a pop of colour on the picture frames on the wall as well, so I thought it was quite nice to have a bit of contrast on the rug, to have it very plain and not really pastel. It's kind of just a neutral colour then, with a pop of colour with the, I keep going to say ottoman, but it's not an ottoman, is it? Because it's not the end of the bed, but one of those puffy cushions, a pouffe, and the artwork on the wall as well. So I thought it was quite nice to have a bit of a contrast between both of the colours. And yeah, then we kind of just added in some clutter underneath her little TV stand to make it feel a bit more realistic. I did kind of fiddle around with the door a bit because it didn't really fit properly, but we got there in the end. And then we moved on eventually to the little boy's room, and this is the final room of the house, apartment I should say, and I just really like it. I think it's really cute. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you've all had a good week so far. Like I said, I am going to end the voiceover by here so you have a bit of calm towards the end of the video, and I'll be back tomorrow with another voiceover, another apartment. And yeah, so if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and check out my link in my description to get discounted packs, my partnership link with Instant Gaming, and be sure to check them out. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, possibly later on Instagram, and yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, bye guys.
I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.